Alright guys, I know it's been a while, but I'm finally back after a 2-month hiatus. This will be a part 2 of my winter party startups. And I'm sure you remember these three. And my car is back there. Yeah, so sorry it's been a while, but I'm finally back. So anyways, let's get started. First, let's start off with this 2017 BMW 3 Series 320i. It has lights below the door handle so you can see it better. So white exterior, black leather interior. Oh, that's cool. Shows the emblem when you open the door. Alright, now let's get in. Oh. That says it on the Speedo when you get in. Let's start this up. I like the red gauge cluster. And lots of dings. And I like the touchpad controller so you don't get grease and grime on the touch screen. And that stupid feature's already off. That's good. It warmed up quite quick. Also has automatic headlights. I already turned the climate system off so the fan wouldn't blow in the background. I'm not gonna honk the horn because there's 2 dogs inside. It does have an interesting gear shifter. Just moves back over. Interesting. I don't want that. Let's hear the blinker sound. It's the more standard BMW blinker sound. Alright, now let's turn. The headlights are already on, so fog lights. Let's check out the outside. Surprisingly doesn't have blue headlights. Mirror mounted turn signals. The gas cap. It's a base model and it needs 91. Sounds about right. Now let's open the trunk. Pretty decent trunk size for it being a small sedan. It also has a spare tire, but I can't get to it, as you can see. Right now, let's close this. It also does it on the rear door too. Nice. Back seat's not too bad. Right. Nice cup holders. It does have rear vents. Size is pretty decent, that's for sure. Very adjustable too. They're also dual zone. First time seeing vents like this being controlled back here. let's turn off the fog lights. Here's the e-brake. Not pretty light, actually. Let's give it some gas. Sounds pretty good. You should hear it under the hood. It has a nice turbo spool. Right now, let's turn it off. Now let's look under the hood. Oh, I gotta pop it, silly me. And as a BMW fashion, you gotta double pull it. Alright, so powering this is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo that makes out 180 horsepower paired to an 8-speed auto. And it's very, very cramped under here, as you can see. It makes plenty of power, that's for sure. And for it being 180 horsepower, it has some get up and go. Right now, let's close this. Now let's lock it. Move on to the next one, which is a 2010 Ford F-150 XLT Super Cab. All right, red exterior. And it has a gray cloth interior. And it does have a nice blue gauge cluster, and it also has adjustable pedals. And knowing me, I'll have them up all the way. All right, now let's start this up. Starts up nice. Climate system's already off. Low tire pressure. Yep, 224,000 miles. I'm sure the viewers are going to be impressed by this. And this one's only 2-wheel drive, by the way. All right. Good old-fashioned column shifter. Gotta love it. And it also has a tow haul mode. I don't know who would tow with a 2-wheel drive truck, but still good. Alright, it also has automatic headlights, which is kind of shocking for 2010. Now let's turn on the fog lights and check out the outside. I always loved this headlight design. The tailgate is locked. Even if it was unlocked, I still can't open it. I think the latch on it is seized. Oh well, you can still jump in it. The old-fashioned way, if you know what I mean. Looks like one of the license plate lights is out. Sounds nice. There's the gas cap. Surprised that has an easy fill, and it's a 2010. The back seat room isn't too bad. I would say for an extended cab, I wouldn't mind being back there. Let's close this. climb back in. Let's turn off the fog lights. And here's the blinker sound. Man, I love the old Ford blinker sound, so nostalgic. All right, now let's give it some gas. Sounds good. All right, now let's turn it off. Now let's look under the hood. So powering this is a 5.4 liter V8 that makes out 310 horsepower paired to a 6-speed auto. I might be wrong on the horsepower, correct me if you want. I know everyone's like, oh, these engines are unreliable to blow up a spark plug. I'm pretty sure by the 2010 model year they got all the problems corrected. It does have over 200,000 miles. This is the original engine and transmission. Now let's close this. And move on to the next one. I unfortunately can't do this one, which is a 2013 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Shahara, because the battery's dead and it has a bad rocker arm and a bad lifter, so I'm gonna have to skip this one. Sorry about that. We're hoping to get it fixed by spring. So anyways, let's move on to the next one, which is my car, which is a 2014 Kia Soul base. It has a green exterior and a black cloth interior. I did give this car a name, by the way. Its name is Sage. It's been a good car to me. Just got a new master cylinder in it yesterday. And now let's start it up. It does scream at cold starts. This car is unfortunately not blessed with automatic headlights, so let's turn on the headlights. It's good old simple climate controls, and it's already off. I'll give it a minute to warm up. Alright, it's warmed up. Alright. There's the e-brake. Alright, headlights are already on, so let's see the outside. It does have the signature Soul headlight design. And you gotta love those taillights. Right, here's the trunk. Pretty decent trunk amount of trunk space. The arms are 11 years old, so they don't push the trunk up all the way most of the time. Let's close this. Here's the back seat. A bit tight, but it gets the job done, and it does have a center armrest. All right. Now let's give it some gas. It's not the best sounding, but it's okay to me. All right, now let's turn off the headlights and turn this thing off. Now let's look under the hood. So powering this is a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder that makes out 130 horsepower paired to a 6-speed auto. It's been a great engine for our family for 9 years. Gets the job done. It's not the most powerful, but it does. Now let's close this. And I'll also show you a turn signal sound. God, that sound is so nostalgic. All right, now let's get out of here. Now you have to, the switchblade pops out automatically, but I gotta push it back in the old-fashioned way. I also forgot to do an e-brake demo on the truck, so I'll do that real quick. Climb into this big thing again. I'm gonna start it just to be on the safe side. Last minute gauge sweep. I know you really couldn't see that all that well, but it does have a lever where you have to pull. You can barely see it on camera, which is pretty rare to me. I know, let's turn this off. Let's lock it. Alright, and that concludes my video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.